This is part one of a true story about one of my bus riding experiences. Well, it's true that this is a story, and it's true that I ride the bus. The rest, I'm not so sure. You'll just have to decide for yourself. A brush with Wickersham. I had a brush with Wickersham once. Now it's only on my worst of days that I long for his return. I was in the wrong place at the right time, and coincidentally at that same time Dandridge was inexplicably missing. You probably knew Dandridge. Everyone seemed to. He always got on the bus 2 stops before me and managed to occupy the same prime seat, located right behind the driver just beyond the handicapped area. I envied him, all the passengers greeting him by name as they boarded. On this day he was not where he was supposed to be, however, so I jumped at the chance to ride in his place. I remember that morning waiting at the stop. There were grumblings of a storm lurking somewhere in the distance, and not a soul could be seen in any direction. The bus was a minute or so early, and that was the underlying reason for our unfortunate encounter. I boarded and tipped my hat to the driver just before taking Dandridge's seat. I don't know where from, but Wickersham snuck in behind me and proceeded to seal my fate with the unwelcome, "Do you mind if I sit here?" Of course I did. I understand that regular bus riders don't like their routine disturbed, and Wickersham had definitely stepped inside my comfort zone. In general, I make it a habit not to converse with the other passengers, a clear distinction between me and Dandridge. Being that all the other seats were filled with emptiness, I wondered, why me? Why was he so adamant about sitting in this particular spot? Still, I sat with an accepting nod, and he sat too, such a way that his knees prevented my escape. I was trapped in limbo. On my left was the bright window to life, and on my right was Wickersham's suffocating demeanor of darkness. The tension he brought was quiet at first, except for the constant tap-tap-tapping of his impatient fingers on his clipboard resting in his lap. It seemed an eternity, but eventually he was compelled to speak. "You're lucky," he said, "having a routine like this, same place, every day at the same time." I turned away, but he continued.